Yo, what is going on? We are back. Episode 36 of the Off the Top Rope podcast, man. Great day to be alive. The Braves are the best baseball team in America right now. Life is great. But as always, I'm Chris, known as Southside Woodall on Twitter. Want to have the greatest tag team in the world. And my partner, of course.
What up, dog? My baby's my dog. This is your boy Buried. Back at it again, like he said, man. It is a great time to be alive. We are eating good in these streets. Not in professional wrestling, though, but in life. So,
Yeah.
glad to be back, episode 36. Appreciate all the love, follow, support, all that good stuff. No matter what they say, we got a good show for y'all today. That's what we do deliver anytime if we can. So, please, thank you
Anytime,
again.
any place, man. Call it Falls Count anywhere. But some unfortunate news that we have to pass along as of last week, and that's the passing of Ted Turner. If you are a wrestling fan, you may know him as the owner of WCW. If you are if you're a resident of Atlanta, you know him as an owner of the Braves at one point. Pioneer for so many television networks in our childhood growing up. Cartoon Network, getting the Braves on TBS and getting them to where you see them at now. Even though niggas worked hard to make sure the Braves aren't on TBS these days, which is crazy. Just a whole bunch of different things. A pioneer, a billionaire. Some people say one of the only good billionaires ever. So rest in peace to Ted Turner, man. Will be missed. And in that same vein, not on a wrestling note, but Atlanta did also lose another important figure within the same week, which was famous Braves manager Bobby Cox. So rest in peace to those two pioneers, legends of their respective industries, sports, and in this great city we call Atlanta. Now, on to some sad news, but less sad. It's not death, but it certainly felt like it when I opened my phone and read it. Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston have had agreed to part ways with WWE due to the fact that
TKO sucks.
Yeah, due to the fact that TKO sucks and niggas is cheap. Niggas just got extensions and got money put in their pocket off the backs of hard work from superstars, performers we love. Reason being is, and apparently TKO has gone around and asked several superstars to do this. They have not been named. I will get into that part in a second. But Kofi and Xavier Woods were asked to take pay cuts. Mind you, they had just signed a new multi-year deal last year. They refused and agreed it would be best to part ways. I don't know both of the posts that both of them made by heart, but obviously what Kofi posted on Instagram and Twitter was like, know your worth and don't settle for anything other than exactly. Kofi Kingston has wrestled more matches in the WWE than Hulk Hogan. Let that sink in. Kofi Kingston has wrestled more matches in the WWE than someone who is arguably the most important figure in the history of that company. Kofi Kingston was here through good, bad, indifferent. He was here through the WWECW reboot that was failed. Got a
PG era.
The PG era where he was supposed to get a push, and like I said, like I say many times, Randy Orton is a reformed dickhead. Got his push killed because of a misunderstanding in the match. We were all here for Kofi Mania, I believe. I think everybody who gives a fuck about wrestling at some point tuned in to Kofi Mania. I would like to think so. Obviously, bringing the New Day up from what it was supposed to be, and we talk about this all the time with them as well. Really showing people that black characters in wrestling can be so much more than just some stereotype, and we're not this monolith of what I mean,
gangsters.
Yeah, gangsters and all this other shit. We saw 3, and E still works for the company as an analyst, so that's cool. We saw 3 guys go on TV for 10 or so years, win multiple tag team championships, get an act over that was supposed to be, for all intents and purposes, a career killer. I think if you gave the initial New Day gimmick to anybody else, it would have killed their career. They'd have been dead.
And I think Austin Creed said if that gimmick didn't work, he was gonna just quit.
Yeah,
he would quit wrestling.
It would have killed anybody else's career. But they made it. First off, they made it work And then they altered the gimmick and made it way better. So I definitely agree with them. No, fuck you niggas. I'm not taking a pay cut. One, I just signed a new deal last year, but like, two, especially Xavier Woods, Kofi Kingston probably does too, but especially Xavier Woods, I go everywhere you niggas ask me to. When WWE 2K come out, I'm in the studio with these niggas making sure everything is right. I'm doing up, down, down for y'all. Fuck you. No, I'm not taking a pay cut. So New Day, good on y'all, and like I definitely will make it a point to make sure wherever y'all go next, like that I support y'all for sure.
They definitely brought a new light to, I guess, the nerds of the black nerds in the world. Like growing up, it wasn't cool to be like into anime and cartoons and comic book stuff like that. But then they, like you said, they changed that character to a whole new dynamic of being booty-o, shaking your booty, whatever you want to be, just being carefree black men in a wrestling ring who you can just love. Like everybody loves them. Like you said, the Kofi Mania push is one of the most genuine things that we've ever seen in wrestling history, man. Like it was the cool moment. The fall, that storytelling was great. Vince kind of finally understand. All right, this can work. Let me sprinkle in some of my magic to make this even more enjoyable and more genuine. So shout out to the New Day for doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? Sucks it happened. One of the best heel turns we've seen in a long while.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate that it didn't
have a real follow up. Yeah.
It didn't pan out. I don't know if that's on creative. Big E didn't want to do whatever he wouldn't want to do with just whatever happens. It sucks at the end of the day, but like you said, man, know your worth. Both of y'all, good luck wherever you go. We're gonna support y'all no matter what, man. So can't tell the story of WWE without New Day, and they kind of helped rebootilize the tag team division. Like,
absolutely.
Yeah, because you think about them and the Usos, they just
two of the best. I mean, if you was to say one or the other, I wouldn't necessarily argue it, but like those are two of the best tag teams in the history of the WWE.
Yeah,
for my money, and I know like a lot of people throw like NWO and DX at me. For my money, like that is the greatest faction that I have got to watch all the way through. Like I didn't have to go back and watch it. That is the greatest faction that I have gotten to watch all the way through. Tag team accomplishments, individual accolades, etc. That is the best faction I got to watch all the way through.
And they did it together. Like when Kofi won his title, he stayed with the New Day. When Big E won his title, he kind of stayed with the New Day. And then going back to him and the Usos, they fought a bunch of times. Each time
and every single
time was a damn near classic, man.
Every single one.
They just shout out to the New Day, man. You can't tell the story without them. So best of luck, man. Know your worth. TKO, you suck. We got 2 words for you. You know what I'm saying, man.
And on the subject of that, now I don't agree with the pay cuts, but here is what I saw going on last week that I didn't agree with. According to like multiple sources, so like Fightful, what's another one, Body Slam, etc.
Yeah.
Multiple superstars have been approached about taking pay cuts. Some of them took them. From what I read, I don't think it was anybody that didn't. I don't know if the people that were cut were the ones who didn't agree to pay cuts, or it was just a matter of like, we can't use you anymore. But from what I read, they were like, several superstars were approached about pay cuts. A couple of them took them. And when people heard that, they was like, y'all need to tell these people these names. They fucking the game. No, I don't agree with that at all. Because once you find out who took the pay cut, what are you going to do? You going to harass them niggas? You going to call them a sellout? This, that, and the third? Here's the reality. Should any of them be getting asked for a pay cut, considering some of the circumstances that are upon these wrestlers now, not necessarily things that they ask for, and I mean like less house shows, working on TV less, etc. No. Especially when you approaching them about new deals. So yeah, none of that is ideal.
Especially the way y'all flaunt money around, like, oh, this is the biggest gate we had.
Dog.
Like, oh, we just did this. We just signed for
every chance
$10
niggas
billion.
Get, they tell you how much money they made. So
how
it's
many
like,
tickets we sold this event, you know what I'm saying? We got new T-shirts every other day coming out. Rinse and repeat. We got new Jey Uso shirt out this Monday. It's just
yeah.
The math not mathing, man.
So while I don't agree with, what I'm saying, them being asked to take pay cuts, I also understand niggas want their job, bro. Niggas want job security. You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't want to be out of a job. And I don't know who they asked, and I'm not going to speculate who they asked. But I would assume if they did take it, it's people who know, like, hey, man, this might be the only place I can get work at.
Yeah.
Like, maybe I do need to take this pay cut. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm in a great place in my life. I don't necessarily need all of this money.
Yeah,
whatever.
It's better than nothing. Listen,
Yeah.
I get paid. I just paid $20 for gas. I ain't even get half a tank. I'm not mad at nobody.
Dog, I'm not mad at nobody
I'm
that
not
want
mad at
job
nobody,
security,
man.
bro.
Yeah, man. Like
I
cereal costs $7 a box. Listen, man.
I understand some of these, you know, I don't know how many of the roster are like millionaires because I know like some people making money and then some people like
Yeah.
they making money is well enough to live, but like they, I understand wanting job security, bro. So I'm not gonna knock nobody for taking that pay cut, and y'all shouldn't be trying to find out these people's identities, bro. Like it's just gonna lead to a vicious cycle and some shit y'all niggas gonna argue about for 2 years, 7 years, like all this other shit. No,
And the market being like so flooded because like you go to AEW, it's people still struggling to get TV time over there, man. So you just like it's no guarantee that you leave WWE you're gonna get another job because you seen
yeah,
I forgot what the brand was, but Seth Rollins went to one of his old independent scenes. They just like
they was shutting down. Yeah,
They shut down. So it was like it's no guarantee if you leave a company you're gonna get a job. Like
literally.
it just sucks out here, man.
Yeah.
So please go vote. Also,
Yeah, please fucking go vote, bro. Your local elections, when the presidential election come up in a couple years, like, go vote, bro, because this shit is ridiculous. To be honest, oh, the WrestleMania 2028 rumored location is Nissan Stadium, not the current piece of shit Nissan Stadium that I've been to one time, but a completely new one with a roof and all that other shit. I've seen the mock up; it looks great. And considering these niggas don't want to come to Georgia for whatever reason, I would love a WrestleMania down south and in a drivable distance. If you have any any thoughts on that,
yeah, please, no,
please.
nice weather. You know what I'm saying? Ain't got to be cold in Philadelphia at night. You know,
Man,
I don't know. Yeah, that's right. You're right.
absolute hell.
Yeah, Las Vegas at night is also very cold. You know, if you don't know. So yeah, we would love a southern city in springtime.
And we need entrances with the fucking lights off, man. My God, we started the main event with CM Punk and Roman Reigns, and it was still light outside. I'm just like, all right, man, like, fuck you niggas, bro. Stop taking that shit to the West Coast. They don't need to be there every year. And what's funny, even when they had, I think it's because they're starting it earlier, or I guess they were starting earlier in Vegas, so they want to do all that after party shit.
Mm-hmm.
But when they had WrestleMania in LA, and I went like, we got to the main event, it was dark outside, bro. Like, start the shit later or something, bro. Why are we at the main event and I can still see the sun, dog? Like, why?
Now I don't know. I know part of it was because when they was in New Jersey, they had like bad
The transit service, yeah.
Like, public transportation was horrible, so people was relying on trains. But other than that, man, yeah, it's just we just losing the plot, man.
Absolutely.
Too much stuff is losing the plot of professional wrestling, man.
All right. Maxwell Jacob Friedman is finally getting his rematch at Double or Nothing for the AEW World Title. But in recent weeks, Darby told him, you know, the only way you get in this rematch is if you put something on the line that's near and dear to you, because it's a lot of other people who deserve a shot at this title before you do. And as we've seen, he's given multiple shots at the belt each and every week. Brody King, Kevin Knight, Tommaso Ciampa. But the price has been decided. The price of trying to get that AEW World Championship back is MJF's hair. And it was a lot of discourse about like, I'm a little underwhelmed by the stipulation, and like, since when does the hair equivocate to the title? Whatever. Like, I slept on it. I thought about it. MJF done went to Turkey like once, maybe twice. It's a real possibility. When you really think about it, I'm like, damn, like that nigga might have to go bald. Like, that nigga might have to go bald. Legitimately. So it makes sense to me, especially since, like, all jokes aside, a narcissistic heel who like gives a fuck about how he looks, thinks he's better than everybody else. You know, and on top of that, I know they shame niggas for being bald in AEW. They did a whole thing on Ricochet that I thought was hilarious. But yeah, a narcissistic heel who thinks he's better than everybody. You know, he gives a fuck about, you know, his dashing good looks and all this other shit. Like, being made to put the one thing on the line that he could be seen as insecure about. Yeah. It makes perfect sense. Like, how bad do you really want this championship back? Are you willing to risk like what you look like in your appearance and all of this for a shot at this? Because you don't know if you can beat me again after I caught you with the element of surprise first time. So I think it's a good step. I'm excited to see how it goes. And a couple of SmackDown notables. Gunther, well, he didn't sign the contract, but I feel like he will. Gunther is going to be on SmackDown, and
They heard us. They heard
yeah,
us. They heard us.
Gunther's going to be on SmackDown. The proposed match in the contract, and they're saying that's the favor. I do still think it's a swerve, but they're saying that is the favor that is from Paul Heyman, was to set up the match with Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship,
If
which will take place in Italy.
if Redacted is really gone, I think that's probably
Yeah, if he is truly gone, then yeah, that is going to be the favorite. But I do think that now puts Gunther in a position where he has to win,
yeah.
and I'm not mad at it because like Cody could do with some time away from the belt, especially like if Randy's like lurking in the shadows, and they need that can be finished without the WWE title being on the line. But yeah, if that is the pivot from what the favor was from Paul Heyman, you absolutely have to pull the trigger on Gunther. Jade has returned, and it looks like we going back for round 2 with Rhea Ripley.
Please.
Excited to see that. The WrestleMania match was great. I do think now that some time is like kind of passed, I think we can potentially get into a better program now that they have something to kind of build off of.
Absolutely.
Which I really do hope for, because man, the TV between those two leading up to WrestleMania was god awful, bro.
Even like now, I'm kind of getting tired of Rhea, man.
Yeah, and I hate to feel like that, but I'm just like,
yeah, her segment with Charlotte and Alexa just felt stale, man. I don't know what it is, man. I don't know if they just nerfed Rhea too much, like trying to make her the Stone Cold of this era. I guess I've seen that name thrown around a lot, but yeah, I don't know if it's just like done with Rhea, whatever it is, but
to me, it's the thing that we talked about, like leading up. It's just like let me be clear. Some stuff that she goes through on the internet is absolutely not okay.
Yeah,
the body shaming shit that people was doing, and she had to come out and explain that is no place for any of us, man, woman, whatever, for any of us as wrestling fans to question. She had to tell people she had an eating disorder, and like she shouldn't have had the answer to that.
Yeah.
As far as the her and Jade thing, that is where my problem was, because I just feel like I see a lot of these male performers go back and forth on the internet all the time, and I don't know how much of it is real. I don't know how much of it is blur, whatever. But I think instead of going out there and pouting, there was an opportunity to do something to build. Like, I mean, granted, there was real heat, but it didn't translate to the story.
Yeah.
But I think there was an opportunity to go out there and build real heat, and instead, like, people just pouted that they didn't get their way and folded their arms, and no, I didn't like that. So I understand there's a fine line between like shit that goes on the internet and like what's acceptable and what isn't. Like I said, the body shaming shit that people's doing, completely unacceptable. But the whole, like, everything with her and Jade and the Mean Girl locker room shit that everybody else was doing, Nia Jax, Chelsea Green, like, man, like, come on, man. And early impressions on Ricky Saints. I enjoyed the Cody Rhodes and Ricky Saints bout last week. Only thing I would have did for a little touch of flavor is I would have put the championship on the line. Just it would have been a good defense to like get under Cody's belt and just
add some kind of flair to the match.
Add some flair, add some stakes, add, a real possibility that this nigga could lose his belt to Ricky Saints on his first night on SmackDown. I think it would have been cool. His match with Matt Cardona was solid as well. I'm interested to see where they go. Just because, SmackDown's mid-card kind of is what it is right now. And I don't want to see the U.S. title come up off Trick anytime soon. But it does seem like within this like year or so, that is the next logical progression. I would also say, get Carmelo Hayes back on TV, man.
If he's not really hurt,
yeah, I don't think he really hurt. I think these niggas just, I think they're cowards. That's what I think.
Yeah, for sure.
I think they're fucking cowards.
Hey man, Ilya, please.
Yeah, but my early impressions of Ricky Saints are like pretty good. I've been kind of familiar with his work when he was Ricky Starks in AEW. Peaked in his stuff with Ethan Page on NXT. Thought it was phenomenal. Um, I'm interested to see where it goes. I do feel like these last few like call ups and moves for SmackDown, and I think it'll get a little bit better once it comes back down to the 2 hours in June.
Mm-hmm.
I do think maybe they're trying to establish themselves as more of a wrestling show. And to me, like the biggest indicator of that is like putting on one of the better wrestling matches that you have as a company in the past few years. And that is like with Gunther and Cody Rhodes at it was at Crown Jewel, I believe. Yeah, it was at Crown Jewel last year or the year before, I should say. So I do think they're taking steps towards becoming the wrestling show. Obviously, there's still like, remnants of Bloodline Cinema with Solo.
Yeah, not throwing Royce in there now.
Yeah, throwing Royce Keys in there, which is good. I'm glad he's like getting in a top story, but like you know how it is when you around the bloodline for a minute, bro. You in that bitch for like
Ever
12 to 24 months. 360 deal.
I've always been a huge fan of making SmackDown the wrestling show, making the Raw the entertainment show.
And that's how it's always. Well, lately I don't know if they've teetered towards that because they've been doing a lot of Danhausen shit too. Like, but as far as I remember, like all of my life, SmackDown has kind of been the superior wrestling show.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I hope they're like leaning back into that. And obviously, like I said, when it goes back down to the 2 hours, I think stuff would be a little more cohesive. You got a little less time for like some of the I don't hate the Danhausen shit, but you do have a little less time for like some of the bullshit that you like normally get away with in 3 hours.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see where they go with that. And then our Backlash review, just to run through the matches real quick and give some thoughts. I mean, give you the wins and losses here. We got a Rollins versus Braun Breaker, a dub for Braun Breaker, dub for Trick Williams defending the United States title, Danhausen and a mystery partner that turned out to be half his clone in kayfabe versus Miz and Kit Wilson, where Danhausen and Minniehausen got the win, EO got the win versus Asuka, and Roman got the win versus Jacob. Starting with Rollins and Breaker. First off, I am so tired of I feel like we talk about this way too often now, so I'm not going to touch on it too much. But I'm so tired of the discourse around Seth Rollins. Like every time a mistake is made, or like Seth Rollins got to be damn near perfect in the eyes of the IWC, just to
Get some credit, yeah.
To get some credit, and I don't know if it's because people feel like they want 2015 Seth Rollins back before he tore his knees up and all this other stuff. But I'm like, it's just not realistic. And frankly, 2015 is not the peak of Seth Rollins' work. And if you think that, like we're not watching wrestling the same. We're not. We are really not. And I think part of the problem is, along with that, niggas mad Seth Rollins called Will Ospreay broke in 2019. That's what I really think it is. Niggas are still mad at Seth Rollins for calling Will Ospreay broke in 2019, bro. I don't get it. This match with Braun Breaker, I don't think it was as good as their NXT one. That does not mean it was bad. I think it was good. I think there were a few like slip ups in the match. That is okay. Both of them had some very long layoff. And again, niggas at TKO don't want to do house shows. Both of them had some very long layoffs between Breaker's been going since January or late January. Seth, I mean, that was his first match since WrestleMania. But I mean, well, that was his first match since WrestleMania. Second match all year. Like, it's okay.
And if you're gonna mess up, at least mess up on a good spot. Like,
yeah, like
that would have been a crazy spot. High risk, high reward, super crazy flip. It's not like it was DDT or something.
Yeah,
like if you're gonna mess up something crazy. Like this was what they did, man. But
yeah,
good. This was a good match to me. Solid PLE match. This would have been a top tier TV show match in my opinion. So I think they did what they had to do. So
I thought the match was fine. I feel like it accomplished what it accomplished. Obviously, I don't think this is over until the Vision dies. So, I mean, but I do think it was important to immediately. And what I was telling somebody, actually, I was like, because they were like, why didn't Rollins win? I was like, you understand, like, the moment Rollins wins, like, it needs to be like that the Vision is going to die afterwards.
And then if Braun loses, it's, he's buried.
Yeah.
Come on, yo.
So I'm like,
some stuff is going to be a layup, bro.
So I'm like, the moment Seth Rollins wins, it probably needs to be the moment the Vision dies. Or if they're going to do a trilogy, Braun gets the win, Rollins gets the win. You do one final blow off. Stipulation is as simple as like, I win this shit. Vision is disbanded. And that's that. Trick versus Sammy. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is the only match I did not get to see. So if you are free to take point on this if you did get to see it.
Oh, this was a solid match. I was entertained. Shout out to Lil Yachty. He's getting. I think he's understanding his role. He's not doing too much. He's doing just enough. Trick, like people say, Trick is depends who his dance partner is. I think him and Sammy have had great chemistry. Sammy is a great lead man when it's time to dance. This was a decent TV match. The right guy won. I believe he run a white way. He won. Trick won the right way. Sammy got distracted by Lil Yachty. Can't focus. Trick hits the trick shots. 1, 2, 3. It's over with. My opinion, this was a good match. The right guy won. You know, we can't have Trick losing his title on the first title defense, so the right guy won. Only flaw is that I'm kind of standing on Sammy right now. He's been carrying SmackDown for a while. He's consistent. I think it's time for him to catch a break, hit a refresh button, take maybe a month off, if that. Come back some fresh. I was telling a coworker, I was like, Sammy as a heel, it's all right. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing like amazing. I think back to his 2020 run, whenever he was the IC title during the pandemic era. It was good, but it was no crowd, so he couldn't really get behind him like that. You couldn't really boo him as much as he wanted to. But yeah, I think it's time for Sammy to hit a refresh button. If it is time for Sammy to win that world title at Mania next year, it should start in a couple months. So other than that, good match, solid match. But yeah, just Sammy. I just need something fresh, and hopefully Trick gets into something different with this next U.S. title line.
I was gonna say you actually did answer my. Oh, did he? Damn, did he tag him out? You actually did answer the question I was gonna ask, which was like, what's next for Sammy? I do agree with you. Definitely time to like take a break, hit the refresh button. I think the heel thing is gonna stick right now though, and at some point you can find a way to get him back to babyface for that first world title win, if that is what you choose to do. As the booker, wink, wink. But I think you give him like a month or so off. I'm a little confused just because I don't know what the WWE title picture is gonna look like right now. To me, I do feel like what they should do is put the belt on Gunther and like figure it out from there. SmackDown has more than enough baby faces to present a credible challenge to Gunther. But if you don't go that route, you put the belt on. I mean, you keep the belt on Cody Rhodes. You let Sammy disappear for a couple weeks, and maybe, maybe in June, because May is fastly ending. Saturday night's main event is May 23rd, and that's next week. And Clash in Italy is the week after that.
First, I think.
Yep, 31st. So if I'm them and they decide to keep the belt on Cody, like I said, have Sammy disappear for a little while, come back around like June, like the first SmackDown after Clash, and you have Sammy, lay Cody out or something, because there's already a built-in story there. The good thing about this is there's a couple different ways they can go in the WWE Championship picture. Like that is the great part about what's going on SmackDown right now. Like I know like a lot of people are low on SmackDown right now, but there are some redeemable stories for sure currently. And I think like particularly around the WWE title picture, around the WWE women's title picture, those are like some redeemable like stories on that show. So I think that is what they should do with Sami Zayn. Danhausen and Minihausen. I can't believe how well this worked, to be honest. I can't believe how well this shit worked. But then when I found out that the Minihausen was actually, and I don't want to get this wrong, but I'll say this: he worked in AAA.
Yeah.
But I believe they were saying I think he was the former El Torito. And like WLC was a big thing like 2015. Like it was actually one of the best matches in WWE that year. A pre-show TLC match with little people was one of the best matches that year. However, as crazy as it was as this worked and that it was good, my only nitpick, and a lot of people look at you crazy when you say like, I was working under the impression that CM Punk was going to be the mystery partner. Truthfully. Just because like you know me, I don't care if wrestlers do side quests, bro. Like wrestling shouldn't be a super serious thing all the time, which is partially why I think the match worked. Mm-hmm. But I don't think. First off, the build up to the match was hilarious. We're like, Dan Howard trying to figure out a partner, cloning shit. I'm like, okay, like, how is he gonna pull this off?
Bro, I don't know if you caught it, but I don't know if it was Raw or SmackDown, but Paige and one of the Bella twins, he took one of the twins' hair. I was
Yo,
just like, yo, that is a crazy Easter egg, bro.
when I realized what he was doing, and I was like, he's trying to clone himself, and he always calls them the Bella clones and shit. I said, oh, that's smart. But I would not. I think like the mystery angle being used was it was kind of redundant. I wish they would have just been like, hey, Danhausen and his clone go face Biz and Kit Wilson. And then we get to Saturday and be like, what do you mean Danhausen and his clone? And then like that's what you were. It worked. The whole match worked. It was funny. It was fun.
Oh, yeah,
yeah, like it. Everybody in the building was entertained. I don't really give a fuck what niggas on Twitter say, but I will say most people on Twitter that I know that are usually way more crucial of wrestling actually enjoyed that shit. Yeah. So that says a lot. I thought it was fun. I can't believe it worked as well as it did.
I don't know. Danhausen just gets it, man. You know, it's night and day from his debut to where he is now, man.
Oh, by the way, top 2 T-shirt sellers in the company. Hey, man, Roman Reigns and Danhausen. That is not a lie. That is statistical fact. Go look it up.
And Danhausen on ESPN doing a top 5 plays on SportsCenter. Hilarious.
He's fucking everywhere. I watched a TikTok today, and like, fucking Udonis Haslam is asking Tyrese Halliburton, like, do you believe in the Danhausen curse that since he uncursed the Knicks, they were on all these? This thing is everywhere, bro. They are talking about Danhausen on Prime TV when they're supposed to be talking about the NBA playoffs, bro.
Listen, man, I don't know.
What the fuck does Udonis Haslam know about Danhausen, bro? That shit is crazy.
Ball knower, man. I don't know. When they get it right, man. You can't even hate on it, man. I'm not even mad at it. Like, then you forget that Danhausen can actually wrestle.
Like, he's not a half bad wrestler.
The man actually can do his thing, man. So, yeah, I was entertained. Let us see what they go for his character. It's just hilarious, man. Like,
man, what a guy, bro. What a fucking guy. Shout out to Danhausen, man. Io Sky versus Asuka. Tremendous match. A lot of storytelling there, obviously, with damn, I don't want to get this wrong. I believe was Asuka the senpai and Io was I don't know the terminology, but you know, basically a mentor mentee dynamic. Kind of played out on TV in front of us for the better part of a year. Unfortunately, we did lose Kairi Sane to releases in the process. But still a very, very good match. I was a little surprised. I thought it was gonna be a little more stiff, like in the vein of that Saturday night's main event earlier this year, which is still one of the best matches WWE's had this year with AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura. I thought they was kind of just going, go out there, be a little more stiff, like do whatever.
Strong style.
Yeah. So it wasn't as like stiff as I thought it would be, but it was still like an incredible match. I think a very good, fun payoff. However, the rumor now is that Asuka they're saying semi-retired. As we saw on Raw last night, she embraced with Io, took her suitcase out the building, and they were saying, like at Backlash, she was giving a lot of goodbyes, etc. So again, they said semi-retired, but if it is what can you say about Asuka's WWE career?
She's one of the best women ever, man. What can you say, man? Like her NXT run was incredible. I don't know if it has been top. A lot of people
fuck Goldberg. My fault, go ahead.
Yeah, fuck Goldberg. Yeah, like her NXT run was probably maybe the best ever off the top of my head. I don't think anybody was more dominant during her run. WWE, her time on the main roster, it has its highs, has its lows, but I think she was consistent no matter what she does. Over this past year, her, Kairi Sane, Io, consistent storytelling. Her heel stuff has been great. I can't complain about it. I don't know if it was gonna work because Asuka's just a good personality, but her and Kairi chemistry was hilarious. Her being like the meanie, the bully, mentor. She don't miss in matches.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? She's one of the best. She should be on your Mount Rushmore of women wrestlers, or at least your top 10 of all time. So if this is the end, her WWE run, thank you, Asuka. You over delivered. One of the best.
For sure.
Yeah, you did what you did, man. You set she probably did set the hierarchy for wrestlers like Io, Kairi, your international wrestlers. So shout out to Asuka, man. You Hall of Famer in my books. Can't wait for you to see what you do next. If it is in, you did a hell of a job.
Definitely agreed. One of the greatest, several accolades under her belt, multiple women's championships, a dominant NXT run, as you stated. Royal Rumble winner, Money in the Bank winner,
Money in the
which
Bank.
turned into a women's championship, tag team champion. Like she has pretty much done all that there was to do. Obviously the mid card championships came in the later stage of her career, but I have no doubt if it had came earlier, she would have won those as well. The reports that I read was just saying like she had business to tend to in Japan, so it wasn't a cut, it wasn't a release or anything like that. The term has been semi-retired, but they're also saying, yeah, she's got some business to handle, and it's gonna be like a good while. But regardless, well deserved, well earned, incredible career. Thank you, Asuka. From one goat to another, we see John Cena.
Oh,
For bet, yeah, nah, don't jump the gun too early. Don't jump the gun too early. We got to see John Cena once again. As we know, Tampa has been John Cena's backyard for many, many years. And he came with a historic announcement that a lot of people were a little skeptical about at first. Niggas thought it was gonna be the club WWE thing. Ain't gonna lie, they got me too. I thought it was gonna be that. But what we found out, the GOAT once again gives. It has been announced that there will now be a John Cena Classic taking place. What this is supposed to entail is a tournament of sorts. It is going to be NXT superstars. It is going to be current superstars. The winner gets a championship belt, I believe, named after John Cena. He said he's putting his name on it. He's putting his stamp on it. Here's the caveat, though. There can be winners. There can be losers. The champion of said classic can still be someone who lost the classic. And it is supposed to be all fan voted. I am intrigued. I know people are a little bit skeptical because they're like, what do you mean like a loser can be like? I'm excited. And I'm only saying that because I'm thinking about the people who are very good, but like it feels like a glass ceiling has been put like on their potential because of how we know the company books certain people when you're not necessarily their guy, and you're kind of just a guy. So I'm hoping they put the right names here. You know, Carmelo Hayes, L.A. Knight for sure. NXT is a little scarce right now, but I have seen the past few weeks. John Cena is really high on Mason Rook, known as Will Cruz from the UK independent scene.
Shout out big niggas, man.
Yeah, shout out big niggas, man.
Put that shirt down.
We bring Aura back, man. Carmelo Hayes, Ilya Dragunov, Mason Rook. I'm trying to think of some other names.
Tavion Heights, I think he's a goer.
I think Tavion Heights is like sneaky good, but I think we'll see that in the upcoming year because they're like focusing the title picture or refocusing the title picture down there. I do still expect to see Javon in this tournament, even though I do think eventually he's going to be Intercontinental Champion. Truthfully, I would probably keep Obafemi away from this tournament just because there's a bigger story for him out there, I think. But yeah, like there are a couple names that like I would really hope to see in this tournament. So I'm putting my trust in, and I don't know if this is all like completely driven by John Cena or if it was an idea given by John Cena. They, said, okay, we'll do it, but it's going to be this list of names. So I would hope they do the right thing with this tournament. I think they will. I think Saturday night's main event went extremely well. Being the farewell tour for the farewell Saturday night's main event. I mean, so I'm excited to see where they go with this classic.
My only issue would be my only thing I would add is I hope whoever does this tournament they produce these matches right. I would produce this like the Cruiserweight Classics. Like make this.
Yeah, hey, that's a great idea.
Yeah, like make this be like some real grabs, real stiffness, real wrestling. Like make each match at least 4 or 3.5 stars. I mean, this got to be some. You got to showcase your talent and just make them look good, make the future look good, as John has stated numerous times. You think of the like you said, his farewell, PLE, Javon, Leon,
Yep.
Leon, like you know what I'm saying, the soul stuff, like make people want to be like, all right, y'all, the future is good. You know, we're hearing. I don't know why, but you're hearing stuff about NXT now. Well, they don't have people. This is
Yeah.
Listen, it happens all the time.
And briefly to that point, I didn't mean to cut you off, but briefly to that point, that I hate that people don't I think people got so accustomed to black and gold that they don't understand. Like, yeah, bro, like Triple H is supposed to go raid Shawn Michaels' roster, bro. You niggas not supposed to be in developmental for 10 years. You're not.
Even like Black and Gold, nobody knew who some of these guys were left. He was like a diehard indie fan. Like, it's gonna be fresh faces. They're gonna get over it sooner or later. Even NXT 2.0. Like, who the hell is? Like, who cares about Carmelo? Like, Carmelo didn't look like the next guy. Like Brian Breaker. We didn't know if he was just a nepo baby, Obafemi. These guys throw shock put. Like, it happens every year. We do the same thing. Just let them cook, let them work. It's just gonna let it play out, y'all. You just can't complain about everything, man.
I think the like I said, Black and Gold, but particularly like Ciampa and Gargano. And I remember because there was like this is maybe around like 2020, 2019 something. Why did the kid throw the home run back? Oh my god!
Yeah,
What rolled it? I'm sorry. We got the Braves game over here.
He's gonna right.
People got used to the Johnny Gargano and Ciampa in particular, and I was about to say, I remember an article coming out around like 2019, 2020. Granted, I know why Ciampa didn't want to go to the main roster because Vince McMahon's a fucking idiot. But he was like, yeah, like I want to be in NXT. I don't want to go to the main roster. Like, bro, no, that's not what NXT is for, bro. Take your ass to the main roster and go make these niggas some money. Yeah. That's what you're supposed to be doing. The little niche thing that Black and Gold era was is cool, but that shit is not supposed to be your end all be all, bro. Like, no, absolutely not. Can you imagine if Kevin Owens was in NXT for 10 years, nigga? Like, I would have came down there and looked at Triple H like, bro, what the fuck kind of clown show are you running down here? Why is this nigga down here for 10 years? Like, that's not what it's for.
Oh, it was a Cubs fan who threw it back. That makes sense.
Oh.
Still, I don't know. I would have kept that ball.
You got to start punching on kids. Man.
Once in a lifetime.
Stop playing. Roman Reigns and Jacob Fatu. First off, it was so good to see Roman Reigns work a Backlash. It's the first time since 2022 when it was the Bloodline versus RK Bro and Drew McIntyre. So it was good to see Roman Reigns work Backlash once again. I thought it was a very like fun clash. I thought it was everything we thought it would be. It was hard hitting. In a short amount of time, they managed to make it very personal, which I loved. I love when, I know sometimes it gets hectic trying to cram stories when you got a pay-per-view like 2 weeks coming out of another pay-per-view. Like, but they did the most in a short amount of time to make it personal, make Jacob Fatu seem like a legitimate threat to Roman Reigns' title and all these other things. I thought it was wonderful. I thought he did a magnificent job. There were some times on Saturday where like I thought Roman was out of there, to be honest. But definitely a fun match. And as we saw at the end of the match, definitely not the end of the chapter. Joe, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. You might have to come up off that. Jacob winning a lot of the wars these days. You winning the battles, but you losing the war, my brother.
Yeah, as we stated on our last the second to last TikTok. Yeah, you fucked around and found out.
Yeah, man. Listen.
You see why? You're seeing why they said stay away from him. You're seeing why he was. Hey, I saw another somebody posted that Jacob is the killmonger of the bloodline.
Oh yeah,
I thought that was
the story.
Yeah, I thought it was very, very spot on. But hey, listen, big match Roman. When it's time to step up, he steps up. Make Jacob look great. You know what I'm saying? Like we said, Jacob, he's the future, you know, even though he's kind of old, but the man delivers. He's believable. It's hard hitting. It's intense. I don't know when. I don't know how, but in due time. In due time.
You got to be a world champion eventually.
In due time, you know.
And we will get a little more into another home run. What is it? We got him. We got him, fellas. We got him. Go Braves. And we will get more into the Roman and Jacob story, because as we said, this wasn't the end of the chapter. But that is at the end of our Raw review, of course. Monday Night Raw kicked off with the 6-man tag team match between the Street Profits and Joe Hendry versus the Vision. First off, Montez Ford still looks like $1,000,000 fucking bucks, and I don't care what anybody tells me. I do still think he could have a banger singles run, but I respect the fact that the reason it's probably not happening is because you know how niggas get when they separate the tag teams. They decide like, we ain't got nothing for this other thing to do. Let's just go ahead and let them go.
Listen, man, I was flipping back and forth between the Pistons game and Raw, so I caught the end of the 6-man tag match, and Seth. I don't know how detailed it was of him pushing D'Angelo in the way, but listen,
if we get the shit out of Braun Breaker, boy.
If we get Montez versus Seth next week, I will not be mad at it.
Oh my God. And I think we've seen that before, if I'm not mistaken.
I know we got Montez
like 2023 or something.
Did we get Montez versus Roman?
We did get Montez versus Roman for sure. I think we got a Seth and Montez match at one point.
Yeah. One of them was like, oh wow, Montez, they should really put the rocket on him now. But yeah, Montez and Seth just
they're taking off on you.
Sign me up, please, because like you said, Montez he just got it, man. So yeah, that's my only 2 cents, man. And yes, fire Logan Paul.
Oh, absolutely. Look, great song, Joe Hendry. And because I don't want to be the one to forget about Docs, because like I said, they shouldn't, like they're a package deal, and I respect that. Like Tez goes to bat for his mans every time. Docs is in phenomenal shape. I think this is the first time I seen that nigga wrestle with his shirt off ever, bro.
Oh yeah, he can. When he came back after main, and I was like, okay, finally, you know what I'm saying, no pause, but you know what I'm saying.
Listen, I'm kind of glad though.
This kid kind of stepping in the right direction, man. Looking more credible.
Listen, I'm kind of glad too, because Docs used to come out wrestling in some terrible.
That was my only.
They had them tank tops on,
bro, like the shorts
or the singlet with the shorts. I'm like, Docs, come on, bro.
Come on, bro. What are you doing, bro?
Your song can't say you bring the swag like nobody can, and that's what you out here with.
Come on,
but incredible shape by both of the Profits. And a tag team title match has been set for Saturday night's main event next weekend, so I'm excited to see that. Another thing that has been set for Saturday night's main event next weekend, Ethan Page versus Penta for the Intercontinental Championship. This led to an impromptu match with Javon and Rusev, but to touch on Ethan and Penta real quick. I don't know if it's time to. I mean, I wouldn't be mad at crowning Ethan Page, but I don't know if it's time to uncrown Penta yet.
Yeah,
either. That's that. So I'm kind of stuck. Because if you ask me, like, Penta was long overdue for that Intercontinental Championship. I'm surprised it even took this long. So I don't know about getting it off of him just yet. But I think we're also both believers of like every championship reign ain't got to be like 200-300.
I would have this match ending with some shenanigans. Then we probably could change it in Italy. I think that would be more fitting.
Yeah, I think so. I wouldn't hate that at all. The Rusev and Javon Evans match was very fun. Over the past 2 weeks, and if I'm reaching, but I thought like the psychology in all of in the 2 matches that Rusev, really just in general, all 4 of these men, like Page and Penta weren't involved in this one, but speaking about the tag match last week, I thought there was a lot of like good psychology, good like small storytelling. Like Rusev seemed like very dismissive of Javon Evans during this particular match this week, where he's just like, they go on a commercial break, he beating the stuff out of Javon. He's just like, he's just a kid. Like, all right, Rusev, like, you gonna fuck around and find out that ain't no ordinary kid. Like, and sure enough, he did. Like, Javon did what he had to do, pulled out the W, very gritty win. I thought it was a lot of fun. So listen, hypothetical scenario. You a WWE superstar. First off, you come to Monday Night Raw and tell Adam Pearce like, hey man, we'd love to talk business with you. Assuming y'all went to go talk business about like hour and a half later, you backstage and catering, kicking it with some hoes.
Louis V sneakers on, man.
Yeah, Louis V sneakers on, button down on, real suave and shit. Obafemi come back there and snatch you up from talking to the hoes. What do you do? You and your homeboy, by the way. What do you do?
Somebody go to the car, please. Like, I know one of y'all got it on y'all. Like somebody got like.
For anyone wondering what this hypothetical scenario was that I just presented to Barry, as we have talked about, there was an Obafemi Open Challenge last week. Otis answered the Obafemi Open Challenge, and Otis ain't no small nigga. Go look up what Oba did to Otis last week. Shit, go look up what he did to Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. But this week, Oba goes out to the ring. Adam Pearce come out there and say, "Look, man, nobody back here want to fight you." Like, that's where we at right now. Nobody back here want to fight you.
It's only been a week with this challenge, by the way. Like,
It's only been a week. And niggas just like, "Nah,
I'm good.
I'm cool, bro." This nigga Oba said, essentially, he looking at Adam Pearce like, "Is this a joke to you, my nigga? Like, is my livelihood a joke to you? This how I put food on my table. Somebody gonna get out here and fight me."
You see my chick? I gotta keep her. I gotta keep her.
Listen, you think I strutted down here to not fight nobody? Like, yeah.
You see these lights, nigga? You see this? You see this chain, nigga? Like, I'm gonna wear this for no reason, bro. Like,
so Oba walks backstage.
I got these white folks dancing, bro. You think
yeah,
easy? Like,
white folks back here out here strutting this shit?
They probably got rhythm because of me, nigga.
Hello? Oba walks backstage, grabs the first two people he sees, Humberto and Angel Garza, and he essentially forced them niggas to answer the Open Challenge in street clothes. By the way, he carried them out there. One of them over his shoulder, pick another one up by his shirt, carried them niggas out there, threw them into the ring, forced them to wrestle him. I wouldn't call it wrestling. He was just beating the shit out of them niggas.
He threw your mans at you, bro. Like,
threw your fucking mans at
you. Why you throwing my
and
mans?
His man's ducked, by the way. Hey, who said my quote was like, "Why you ain't catch him?" I wouldn't have caught that nigga either. You see how fast he was flying at that?
Well, you just imagine like, hey, listen, guys, good news, bad news. Good news, you're not getting cut. Bad news,
you got to face open for me.
When of y'all gonna be throwing 10 feet in the air? When y'all gonna be throwing at each other? You know.
So, yeah, now hey, listen, stopping niggas from talking to the hoes to go out there and do that is crazy. But someone brought up a great point on Twitter last week or the week before, I don't know. And I do kind of think it's true, but we have to see more competition come Oba's way to like confirm that. But Oba might be Adam Pearce's version of the Undertaker, in the vein that
Teddy.
Anytime niggas was fucking with Teddy Long, he was like, "You going 1-on-1 with the Undertaker, player?" Like, that could be what Oba is right now.
I'm not mad at that.
Like, you niggas getting out of line. Like, yeah, I'm sick of Oba Femi on
right.
Like,
go to the ring real quick. Give me like 5 minutes.
Listen, man, I pray to God Logan Paul talk to that nigga sideways next week, and Adam Pearce just be like, if I'm Adam Pearce, like, a nigga come look at me sideways in my office, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, bro, like,
that's my big joke."
Like, you know my young nigga over here hungry, right? Like, you know how I really have him do it to you. Yo, they gotta give me the fucking pin, dog. They gotta give me the fucking pin.
It's just that easy, bro.
I just be like, bro, you know I have my young nigga do it to you, bro.
You
like,
just can't have one of your next big guys and just nothing, right?
Yeah.
Like, not nothing, but it's just like.
So I do recognize that, like, because that happened last night, some people are in like a cause for panic and feel like his stock is being killed doing that. I don't necessarily agree. To me, that tells me that whoever is eventually going to answer the challenge, and like I said, I asked for Sheamus, and I do feel like it's coming. Personally,
it got to be Clash. It got to be.
Yeah.
It gotta be.
So I get the sense that whoever is going to like answer the challenge eventually is somebody coming back, or just somebody who's not in the locker room right now, bro. Like, so I think it's a very good chance that like, they say next week the challenge is going to continue. So I think either by next week or after this coming week, they I think what they should do, because you mentioned Clash, have them take the challenge to Clash. We get Sheamus. But yeah, I'm not overly concerned yet. I do think there's still a plan in place, but I do think like the people writing the show just kind of recognize like, yeah, like he can't not be on TV right now. He just retired Brock Lesnar. Like he got to be out here. We got to keep getting him over. So I'm not overly concerned about that just yet. But again, the prospect of like niggas talking to the hoes and he just like, yeah, like Yo, Oba walk back there like
First two I see. Y'all two.
like Angel Berto, ain't you niggas wrestlers? Yeah, yeah. Like y'all go ahead, come on down here.
Why y'all boots ain't on, man?
Yeah, like what the like? Am I a joke to you niggas? You came to my show asking for opportunities, and it's one right here, and you didn't take it. Like, yeah, I'm gonna show you niggas something. Don't worry. Woo. The AAA Mega Championship was defended for the first time ever on WWE television, and now that means it has been defended on both of the big two shows. It has been defended by Kenny Omega previously. I hope I didn't misspeak, but I believe that is what I saw. Kenny Omega defended on AEW television. Of course, Dominic being the AAA Mega Champion, defended on WWE television. Very fun match. This is, of course, against the OG El Grande Americano, which is, I mean, we know who it is at this point, man. Look, hey, Chad, when that mask come off you at the end of the month, bro, you got to really lock in because TKO is cutting niggas, man. You you and the Creed brothers lock in, man, because I ain't gonna lie, this Ludwig done snatched the chain, bro. Like that's his gimmick now, nigga. It just is what it is. You in hindsight, this is just always so funny to think about. Like, this nigga Chad Gable became a fake luchador, got hurt. Ludwig Kaiser.
Oh, he went to Mania. Dang.
Yeah, he went to Mania, won, got hurt. Fucking Ludwig Kaiser faked being a fake luchador, got that shit way more over than you, either learned Spanish or knew way more Spanish than you did, and is now universally beloved in a Mexican wrestling promotion.
As a white European.
As a white European man, by the way. And his shorty smoking hot look way better than Tiffany Stratton. So sorry, Tiffany, but I don't know if you seen that AAA announcer.
More difficult.
Listen, bro. Tiffany who? No. But yeah. So Chad, when that mask come off inevitably, brother, you lock in hard. Because Ludwig took that Ellie ain't going nowhere. And to that point, who the fuck knew Undertaker pin was so lethal, bro? I have yet to like fully watch a AAA show, but everything I see on the timeline is some of the best shit ever, bro.
And it looks hot, like it's hot, you know. I mean, like, dog. I mean, the crowd gets it, so everything is just it hits like.
Dog. You saw that one angle where they was like beating the shit out of each other, like both El Grande Americanos.
You know, like that was that the same one with the diving headbutt? He just like flew out of nowhere. Or...
Bro, I think so. When I think like one of them had a suit on. I don't know, but they was beating the shit out of each other, bro. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, do these niggas have real beef? Like, is this about this nigga running off with the gimmick on his ass? Like, why is he hitting him?
Is this brother shooting?
He's beating the shit out that nigga. And then I saw the highlights from Vikingo versus Mini Vikingo. I said, yo, like, what kind of show is Undertaker running down there? This shit is beast, nigga.
All right, Taker, you got all right.
Triple H and Shawn might need to get on the phone, nigga, because that show is incredible. But yeah, man, the Dominic versus El Grande Americano match, OG El Grande Americano, very fun. Dominic did retain. Honestly, I found it hilarious because I was wondering who was gonna lose because Danhausen did curse both of them niggas. I don't know if you remember. So I was like, but maybe they paid that human monies on the side that Danhausen be asking for. And in our main event, I don't even know where I want to start. Roman Reigns was asked earlier in the night to let Adam Pearce handle the Jacob Fatu situation. Jacob Fatu at this point is seen as a liability, a loose cannon, cannot be controlled, as we saw after the Backlash match. Had the tribal chief slobbing all over the goddamn WWE logo on the ring mat. So he was asked earlier in the night when Roman arrived to the arena, like, you know what I'm saying, let me handle it, let me fire him, let me do. Roman, like, he not getting fired till he acknowledge me. He not getting fired till he fucking acknowledge me. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, when are you gonna fucking learn, bro? When are you gonna fucking learn to stop talking to this nigga like you don't know what the fuck is going on? It's a reason y'all didn't want him here, and you hell bent on finding out. So, you know, had conversations with Jimmy all night, had conversations with Jay. And again, this is your second chance. Jimmy telling him, like, yeah, you know, Jay waiting out for him in the parking lot so he can talk him out of this. Roman talking about some, how would he do that? Roman, what the fuck are you talking about? You have been laid out. Every time the screen has faded to black and they show that executive producer, Paul Levesque, and Lee Fitting shit, you have been on the fucking ground. What are you talking about? Why would he do that, bro? Why? Why do you insist on doing... Yo, what that nigga CM Punk said to Jack Perry that one time before he choked him out? Why do you insist on doing dumb internet shit? Why do you insist on doing this shit to yourself, Roman? So that was your second warning. Now the third, unfortunately, and I'm gonna get on Jey Uso for a minute. I don't know if this the writing. I don't know what it is.
It gotta be, man.
I ain't thought much of Jey Uso in about a month. Or however long this Roman Reigns and Jey. Actually, no. Since the CM Punk feud.
It's been longer than that, man.
Nah, I ain't thought much of Jey Uso in about like a month or two. Because, one, why do you... Jimmy too, but like, you know, Jimmy the voice of reason, so I can kind of forgive it. Like, but like, Jay want to be this crash out, but then want to handle it, Joe. You're like, you my tribal chief, but like, handle it, Joe. This nigga done verbally abused y'all for several years, my nigga. Never apologized to y'all, but it's, which my tribal chief? Yeah, like, we gonna watch your back in case something go down, my tribal chief. Anybody want to tell me where the Usos was the last few times Roman got his ass choked out prior to Monday Night Raw on the 11th? Nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be fucking found. But you looking out for the tribal chief. Listen.
It's too many plot holes, man.
But yeah, my thing is like, this nigga Jay look like, Jacob, bro, think about what you're doing. Think about your family.
Bob, yeah, all right, bro, sit down. Bro.
What happened to the nigga that super kicked Roman Reigns in the face, bro? What happened to that nigga? Like, what happened to the nigga? Like, because mind you, again, Roman didn't apologize to the nigga. What happened to the nigga that before Survivor Series told Roman Reigns, like, we ain't doing shit like we was doing it last time? Like, oh, Jacob, don't do this, bro. Like, think about your family. Think about your kids. Think about the repercussions.
And then, like, the subtle shots from Roman, everybody can handle this. Like, bro, Jay is standing right there. Was this nigga not champ?
Dog.
Was this nigga not champ?
Dog.
Like, a couple of months? Like,
Jay getting disrespected on all sides and just
did we just did they just erase him being world champion? Like, did we forget about what happened at WrestleMania?
Dog.
Like,
so, yeah, all that happened. Jacob Fatu laid this nigga out in Gorilla. Jimmy ass get laid out on the ramp. Roman ass get laid out again. No matter how hard he tried. Then got laid out again. Put through the table again. Put in the tongue in death grip again. But it wasn't over there. We thought Raw was fading to black. Jacob talking to the camera.
yeah, I cut it off. I seen the credits.
Oh.
I was all right, yeah, back to the game. Boom.
Hey,
Nigga, I know. Oh, this nigga going crazy.
Nigga like me don't cut it off till I hear that next Netflix sound hit.
I'll check the chat. Oh, this the real Bloodline Hunter. It's getting crazy. He doing what?
Yo, this nigga Jacob Fatu runs back all three in one fell swoop. Hip attacks all these niggas through the barricade. Once again, I ask you, Roman Reigns, how many times do you have to learn this fucking lesson, bro? As far as we know on screen right now, it is one nigga in your family who has repeatedly told niggas on television time after time after time, I done did hard time, nigga. I'm trying to make a better way for my family. And if you gonna get in the way of that, I'm gonna whoop your ass. Ask Drew McIntyre. We ain't seen Drew McIntyre since WrestleMania. I wonder why. Nigga, this is what I don't get. For about a month and a half, maybe a little bit longer than that, when it came to Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre, it was, I hate you, nigga. Let's link up and die. It was that for like a month and a half. I really want to understand. Is it because y'all are family that you think like this nigga is gonna spare you or something? Like, what is it that makes you think you gonna talk to this nigga any type of way and get away with it, bro? What is it? What what is it that makes you I understand that Roman Reigns is like very arrogant and all this other stuff, but what is it that makes you think you gonna look your cousin in his eyes, try to little bro him, and not think it's gonna be repercussions for that shit, bro? Nigga already told you he wasn't gonna acknowledge you last week.
I don't know why you acting surprised.
He already told Jay and Jimmy, and he told Jay and Jimmy this, and we ain't seen them nowhere near the ring at Backlash. And he said, I wish y'all would think about interfering. Like, I'm absolutely going to smoke you, niggas. Like, I'm absolutely going to fucking fry you, niggas. I wish y'all would get in the way. So why Jay, frankly, Jimmy too, but why Jay decided to wait for that nigga in the parking lot and talk him down, I don't know. But yeah, man, Roman, I don't know how many times you gotta learn that lesson, bro. Barry, talk to your tribal chief, bro, because I don't know what I can say.
You know, they kind of missed the, they should have never did the Paul Heyman, Brock Lesnar, fuck around and find out, because this should have been Jacob's thing, man, because Roman is fucking around and he is finding out, because you got to put through a barricade, you and your mans, you know what I'm saying? All three of y'all got smoked up, you know what I'm saying? And you know what, I see why the answer to say, hey, do not call Jacob, because he is going to fuck y'all niggas up, man. He cleaned out the SmackDown Big Three his first night here, and I'm glad they're keeping this stuff up, because Jacob is not to be messed with. Like you said with him and Drew. All right, me and you, parking lot, we just going to die. One of us got to die. That's it. I hate you. I'm going to have $50,000 in my pocket, and one of us going to die. If I lose, you take the money. If you win, I'll take your money. Like, it's just... But you know what I'm saying, man? Roman, you're learning, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody not going to acknowledge. Everybody not going to bend that knee for you. You know what I'm saying? The man's a crash out. You know what I'm saying? The man coming down the ring with a Cuban link, nose piercing. The man wants his family to have a better life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He don't want...
And you in the way.
And you are in the way. Like you told Cody Rhodes, you're in my way in life. Well, unfortunately, Roman, you're in his way in life, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? He wants the tribal chief money. So,
listen, man. Roman, I don't know what you got to do. Hey, taking that 1, 2, 3 to Phil ain't sound too bad. Now do it.
I guess you just don't watch TV, man, because he's been doing this for a while, man.
Yeah. Hey, God bless, brother.
I don't know what's gonna happen next. You gotta get the gun, man. You gotta get something, man. I don't know what you're gonna do. Call his PO, somebody.
You gotta hope it's a silver bullet in that fucking gun. That nigga ain't staying down.
Oh, man. If you gotta call his...
Oh my God, he hit that nigga with a chair at least 10 times last night. He got back up, nigga. Like, listen, bro. I told y'all this in the chat last night. Roman, hey man, that belt might not be worth it, bro. Is it really worth it? Is it really worth your life?
Was the third GTS that bad? Would have hurt that bad, bro? Now you're getting put through tables consecutively. You getting put through barricades.
It could have been somebody else in your position, man.
Do you love your family that much, man? You know you. You don't want to make a mid card look good, man. You just had to make your cousin look good, man. Like, hey, listen, you gonna make him look good. You gotta make him look great, man, because he's living up to his name, man.
Hey, yeah, no, Roman Reigns, God bless you, brother. Because you are not gonna know peace any of the weeks you come to work, man. As long as that nigga is employed.
If this the reason he's not coming to the show in June, it makes sense now. I completely understand it.
But you not gonna know peace while that nigga employed. You might, you better let go of that acknowledgement shit, nigga. You seen it? Hey, I already told y'all done seen what he did to Drew McIntyre, bro. Niggas throwing each other off the side of the building and shit. Like,
we fighting for 3 hours. Y'all fighting for 3 hours, bro.
It's crazy that this is not even as bad as it can get for Roman Reigns, bro. Like, you just been laid out by that nigga hands a few times. Like, Drew McIntyre done got thrown off a building by this nigga, bro. Like, it could be so much worse, bro. It could be so much worse. This don't have to be you, Joe. This don't gotta be your life. This don't gotta be your life. Make a choice. Do something. But I don't know if what you doing is it. You might need to acknowledge Jacob. Maybe that's the problem. You need to stop talking to that nigga like you ain't got no fucking sense.
He might got to be OTC 1.5.
Yeah,
y'all might got to share this title, bro. Like,
niggas talk about some goddamn acknowledgement. Like, all right, you just go.
All right. Hey, I got something for your acknowledgement. Acknowledge this.
Well, I'm gonna keep showing up to work and whoop your ass. You keep talking about some acknowledgement.
You wearing your mans. Y'all sit right there. You think I'm scared of Adam Pearce and Jason Jordan?
Boy, I tell the goddamn Usos, hey, bro, move me to NXT to this shit over, nigga. We're gonna see what these young niggas talk about.
What that nigga said? The SmackDown hiring. Yo,
Them niggas ain't safe on SmackDown. These shit.
back to SmackDown, bro.
Oh,
Nigga, they done rolled off JC. Tyler,
listen,
nigga, bro. Goddamn.
Tell you, bro, from them niggas, I'm like, hey, Adam, let's go see what them young niggas. Let's go see what Hank can take down there talking about. Roman clearly don't give a fuck about us, bro. Simply down there see what Shawn Michaels and them talking about.
Logan Paul not that bad, bro. I kind of fuck with Theory,
shit.
man. Put us back in the tag team title picture.
Oh man,
his family shit not it, man. Oh, nigga, Jimmy, I got a kid at home, bro. What you doing this to me?
Nigga just had a newborn. Yo, listen, hey, you know what it is? These niggas approaching Roman the wrong way. That's the problem. They stroking Roman ego, talking about some. Man, we trying to tell Jacob to chill. No, nigga, y'all need to tell Roman to chill. Man, if I'm Jimmy, I'm like, hey, bro, are you aware that Naomi just had a baby? Why the fuck do you keep getting us into this shit? Hey, what Mike Epps said, if you get into it with them, I gotta live here. You don't, nigga.
Imagine, nigga, imagine Jay, bro. Nigga, I got JP at home, nigga. I don't want to deal with this shit. God. Have you seen Jada Parker, bro? Nigga, I can't crawl back to that at home, bro. Nigga, get me out of here, bro.
Yo, hey, man.
Nigga got on a Cuban link, dude, whooping our ass, bro.
I'm telling you, bro. Hey, I'm
untouched, bro.
I'm looking at Roman like, you know, we might have been going through a little bit of hell while you wasn't here. But while you was at home taking care of your kids, I promise we wasn't getting run over by a fucking Samoan werewolf. Like, you know what I'm saying?
This nigga
if I'm Jay, I'm like, nigga, I beat Gunther and became world champion. You know what I'm saying? Me and my brother won the tag team championships again. You know, I took a couple tsunamis here and there, a couple stomps for $7, but you know, for the most part, I'm straight.
This nigga put a 7-footer through a table, bro. Nigga, you would say sorry to this nigga, bro? God,
bro, please.
Get this nigga some money or something, bro. Jail this nigga, bro. God damn. Put his kids in the same school with your kids,
nigga,
man.
Just walk out there and relinquish the belt. It's not worth it.
Damn, bro.
Nigga, I want to live.
Nigga clean the whole MFT like this, bro. No help.
Oh my. Hey, all I'm saying is I think it took like the MFT like 2 weeks to learn. But I ain't never seen Solo pop up on Monday Night Raw and try to deal with Jacob. I ain't seen him pop up at Backlash. I really ain't seen him mention his name after that. Like it got real quiet for them niggas. Nigga Solo was like, all right, bro, he's clearly not to be fucked with. Like Joe just gonna have to learn the hard way. He's clearly not to be fucked with. Solo went over there and started beef with somebody else. He done started. Shit got so bad with Jacob. That nigga said, you know what, bro? Royce Keys, let me talk to you. Like, it can't be this bad.
Jacob, remember, I love you, Jacob. Remember, I love you, Jacob. Please. Ooh. Stop.
Oh, my God. Whew. Hey, like I said, God bless Roman Reigns. You got a choice to make, and I hope you make
knock
the right
your damn veneers out, bro.
you got a choice to make, and I hope you make the right one. I don't know how many times it got to happen to you.
You gonna make Roman put the vest back on?
Hey, shit, maybe. Maybe.
Why is Roman wearing a vest, bro?
Ooh. Oh, man. Oh. Hey,
they could bring Vince back. He is whooping my ass, bro.
Yo, that nigga, you know what's so funny? Braun Strowman flipped an ambulance over with Roman Reigns in it, and somehow that looks tame compared to what Jacob Fatu was putting this nigga through. That nigga Braun Strowman threw a rolling chair at Roman Reigns, bro. Tipped over an ambulance with him in it.
Give that nigga hell, bro. Like, what you doing? Like,
a whole bunch of other shit. Listen, bro. Hey.
No, Jacob is whooping his ass. You know, he's whooping everybody's ass, bro. Nigga, you cool, Roman? Hey, get these things. No, you gonna get these hands for real, bro.
Hey, them niggas ever reveal Randy Orton the mystery attacker? That nigga Randy is going to die, nigga. That shit is really over. Like, hey, Randy, you better hope that security footage never come out. It's gonna get ugly for you. It might be real retirement.
You better control or delete for real. You gonna have real back problems.
Whoever running the arena footage for the night you did that shit to that nigga, hey,
Zell,
you better get that. Apple. You better get that shit clipped, nigga.
Nigga, Samoan drop with a bad bag, nigga. You is through, but
at the altitude he be doing it to, yeah, like it's over, nigga. Take the L out of Lover. It's over, brother. Ooh. But hey, man, this has been episode 36 of the Off the Top Rope podcast. The next time we see you, we should have Saturday night's main event results. In addition to that, we should probably have a fleshed out Clash in Italy card, which we so far know is just going to be so far we know is going to be Cody versus Gunther for the WWE Championship. Not official yet, but like that's where all roads are leading. No pun intended. And we'll see if Roman has learned his lesson by then. Probably not. But yeah, man, this has been a fun episode. Way more laughs than I've expected. I think that's the longest we've ever spent on a segment, just fucking laughing about the idiocy of a superstar when it comes to another superstar.
Oh man, bro.
Episode 36, man. We appreciate you as always. Like, comment, subscribe. We appreciate all the love that we're getting on TikTok. Definitely gonna try to get some more clips up this week. Yeah, man. Roman Reigns. Do something different, nigga. As always, I am Chris, known as Southside Woodhall on Twitter. What happened? The greatest tag team in the world.
Oh, it's your boy Barry, man. Pistons in 6.